It's hard for most people to imagine just how densely populated Gaza is. I mean, just we've heard about it. We've been hearing about comparisons that are drawn. Tell me about the impact of that on the next phase of a potential ground incursion.
Yeah, that's a very interesting area as well, Laura, because the most densely populated part of Gaza is the city of Gaza itself. So that's this part right here. That has over 25,000 people per square mile. Other areas like North Gaza, Deir al-Balah, Khan Yunis, which is a major refugee camp, and Rafah have less population densities. But still, everything in Gaza is basically, with a little bit of an exception, 10,000 people or more per square mile. So you think of a lot of people that are packed into a very small area. And just by comparison, there are places that have higher population density per square mile around the world, but Gaza has more population density per square mile, about 21,000 people per square mile in the urban areas compared to Tel Aviv, Los Angeles, or here in the Washington, D.C. area.
Wow, when you look at that comparison, it really drives home the point of just how densely populated, and also what would take place if you had troops moving into those areas. This is civilians we're talking about in those areas in particular. And so the U.S. has moved assets into the region. What role could U.S. firepower play, if any, going forward?
Well, there are a lot of things that we would have to contend with here, and one of them are the dense streets. So you look at how narrow things are. This is what General Clapper and I would call battle damage assessment. Perfect video for that. You see what damage has been done here, but look how cavernous all of this is. Look at all the different buildings and look at how difficult it would be to maneuver something through each and every one of these streets. So a lot of things that would be coming into the area include deliveries of munitions, like you see here from this Israeli cargo jet. You have the USS Gerald R. Ford with its aircraft, 70 to 90 aircraft, depending on how they did the carrier battle group. And you've got them coming into the Eastern Mediterranean, along with Air Force F-35s and F-15s, as well as A-10s. All of those play a huge part in putting the U.S. presence in this area and making sure that this conflict doesn't go any further than it really has already.